So you can see I've kind of got a circle drawn around here. It's kind of hard to get centered. All I did was stuck a bolt through there and tightened it down, but this isn't exactly flat, so it's kind of hard to get it centered. And it'll take a while to chew that out, and I'll make it a snug fit where I have to kind of drive that in there. And I'll bevel on this outside edge so I can weld it and then grind it down flat where I won't have a big old bead on the outside that's going to hinder it, or this pin will teeter around on it. I want that as flat as I can get it. And I may have to do some welding out here in these low spots and build it up flush and grind it down flat. But I think it'll work, hopefully. That's a lot of work if it don't work. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I'll just use that die grinder like I was using earlier. This is a high-speed steel cutting bit. It works pretty good. I mean, I've used this thing a lot. See, it's kind of chipped up, maybe a couple spots. But these aren't very expensive. These die grinders, they're not very expensive either. These things make a lot of little nasty sharp chips. Don't get these in your eyes or your fingers. Still a long ways to go. I don't know how well you can see that, but I've got this outside edge beveled, and I hammered this in there where it's flush on the back. It's in there pretty snug. But I'll try to burn that down in there and fill up that gap. But I'll use a stick welder on this and try to fill that in as good as I'm able to, and then I'll grind that flush and flat. I just left it sticking out so I could weld in there a little better without getting down on the inside here. You can see, took a piece of black tape and wrapped around it, and then used my angle grinder with the cut-off blade and cut that off. That grass on there, that tape made it sticky. See, that's a snug fit. Anyway, I'll weld that in. round. If this is too long, I think it'll be all right. I'll trim this down. Fits pretty snug. Once I trim that down, I think it'll tighten up right there a little bit. As you can see, it's too long, hits the other side there. May not be perfectly centered. Anyway, that's how I did it. You can kind of see it down there on the inside. I mean, I had to hammer it in when I was welding. It kind of made a little bit of a gap there, but it's just too hard to weld on the inside. So hopefully this outside will hold. I mean, it's better than it was. See, it's round again. Well, I'm almost done. I've got one side done. I don't know if you can see this. These pins was too long, and instead of cutting these off, I decided to grind that down where it would go into the other hole on the other side of there. Got to grind just a little bit more of this one off, and then I'll be done with this one. But I was off just a little bit on the center of this one here, so I've got to take just a little bit off of one side of this. This will be another snug fit over here. There, I think I've solved my problem of having support on both of these pieces of metal here. This will keep it from wiggling one way or the other. And that, my friends, is my southern ingenuity. Here's the other side.